I can't tell you how often I've seen or heard of the people contribution to a senior leadership team meeting being the presentation of the people dashboard, usually towards the end of the agenda after all the interesting topics have been covered. And I'll be honest, I refuse to do it. There'll be a list of graphs on a page going up or down, telling you something usually pretty boring. Frankly, if you need a dashboard to tell you you've got, for example, a sickness absence problem, then you've got a much bigger problem than whether you have a higher sickness rate than last month or not. And nobody's going to believe the data if the problem isn't felt on the ground. So it's pretty useless, really. There seems to be a huge push for data-driven decisions and using data to prove ROI, or execs need data before they'll believe there's a real problem, but I'm afraid I'm a bit of a skeptic. You can produce all the information or data in the world, but if the relevant decision maker doesn't think there's a problem or does think there's a problem, the data isn't going to persuade them otherwise. They will believe what they believe. Can I go one step further? If a senior leader asks, "Where's the data to back up your thoughts?" turn around and walk away. It ain't going to happen. Find another way in. In fact, cynically, knowing what their opinion is likely to be and then finding data which proves them right and gets you what you want is really where it's at. There are, however, a couple of places where getting the people data piece humming is great. Start with the strategy. What problems are you trying to fix where a people measure can confirm progress against the strategy? These measures then form part of your broader strategy achievement measures, and the people data will be part of the conversation rather than a late addition. This also works if you start with identified risks. And then the other area it's useful is when you recognize a people problem and data is useful to help you quantify it, analyze it, and then demonstrate that the fix you have put in place is working. And in this instance, these measures form part of the relevant project plan. In these two examples, there's a clear reason for the data, there's a target to reach, and there's an endpoint to the data provision. No dashboard in sight. Who agrees and who disagrees?